One of the things I often hear from teachers is that students will learn a concept, but when they have to actually apply that new concept to a real world problem or a different context of the question, they sometimes get a little flummoxed or discombobulated with it. And what can we do to kind of help with that? One of the things that I have always found, and this is what I've worked very hard on with any kind of curriculum or whatnot that I've created, has been to really answer the why. Why does something work the way it does? So it's one thing to memorize a procedure or an algorithm or a formula. And when you see exactly that presented to you, then it's easy to kind of recall that if you have a strong memory. But if you understand the why of what you're doing, it puts it in a much broader context. You have the ability to really apply it to all sorts of different places. So, one of the things that I really like to focus on is explaining why the procedures work, why these equations work the way they do, where they came from. How does something like long division actually work? And it becomes very powerful because if you think about it, young children, the first question they tend to ask people is why. If you've ever had a conversation with a 4-year-old, they will always ask why for everything. And I think that's an innate part of human learning and understanding. So if we can really explain why these procedures work, then we engage the students in a different way. We get them to understand the foundations of what they're learning. And from there, they're able to apply these different tools in many, many different settings, not just the one that they've kind of memorized with it. So I always go back to why does this work? And let's focus on building that understanding.